The Banshee, also known as the Banshee, is a creature from Irish folklore whose wails signify an either incoming death or a recent death whose news has not reached the appropriate person yet. Salutations! I am Jex Media and I am here to deliver to you a quick rundown of the history, the facts, and the media of Banshees. Let's begin. The Banshee, which translates to the Woman of the Fairy Mound, is a spirit from Irish mythology that was a harbinger of death. If one were to hear her wail, it meant that either recently someone died and they were not yet to know of it, or that in the near future someone would die. There are many interpretations of the Banshee and her wail, but I have an example of what it could sound like. The Banshee is typically depicted as a woman with long flowing hair, and is often described to have a sorrowful aura around her. As I stated, she can have different appearances depending on who you ask, though the most common are an old woman with long grey hair dressed in black, a beautiful young woman cloaked in a shroud, a beautiful young woman adorned with silver hair, a silver dress, and holding a comb, or a headless naked woman holding a bowl of blood. In some adaptations, she is depicted as to be mysterious yet beautiful, and in others, she is depicted to have a hag-like, hideous appearance. But one thing they all have in common is the sorrow they bring, and the terror they instill in individuals. Even though her wail sounds more like a scream than an actual wail of sorrow, it sounds almost like as if multiple banshees were screaming at once. This is a common trait amongst multiple medias and also amongst many stories, as the banshee had a loud echo that almost sounded like it was a chorus of banshees rather than just one. The banshee is often depicted differently depending on media, though she is most commonly portrayed as a sad creature, one that should be pitied but also feared. Banshees are mentioned in plentiful films and video games such as The Witcher or film The Secret of Ron Inish. It is not entirely known how a banshee is created, though it is widely assumed it is either from a harrowing death or the loss of a very close loved one such as a child. It is a common misconception that banshees bring death, though, from most stories together, banshees merely notify of death, they do not bring it themselves. In some depictions of the banshee, she can also shapeshift into a crow, a hare, or a weasel. Now many believe that the myth of the banshee originated from the tradition known as keening, where women would sing songs at funerals to lament the dead, though the exact origins are unknown to date.